Hello there guys, it's me, Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 16 of Age of Wonders Planetfall. We are currently at war with the dwarves, hopefully not for too much longer. We mostly just want to absorb this territory down here, and we've messed them up a little bit over here. We have taken some stuff from them. We may well go to war with them again in the future, but we've met very few of our neighbours at this point. I don't know how strong these guys are overall, so I do want to be a little bit careful. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew here. Now, I know in a few previous videos people have mentioned that there are other Kir'Ko settlements around that I can just get them to vacate, which is fine. Yeah, there are other Kir'Ko settlements here and there, like this one, for example. The problem is with asking them to move is our sort of morale rating, like happiness. It's all right for now, but you end up taking too much land too quickly, and you end up with real problems. Kind of the same way that you did in Civilization 5, to a lesser extent 6. I'm glad that they changed the way that it worked in Planetfall from Age of Wonders 3, because you seem to be able to just expand without any real repercussions in that. So I like that they've made those changes. You guys are going to heal up. We've still got some, you know, nasties that we need to deal with. These guys, the spacers, we do need to get rid of them. You are missing a unit. I believe I've got one heading towards you, so let's go ahead and end the turn. There we go, we are on turn 50. So Fertile Plains exploitation is now completed.
Observe. Even life on fertile plains is quick, clever, and relentless, or a stronger, more ruthless creature will claim their habitat and use them as prey. We must exploit even the comfortable open spaces with greater efficiency, or life will replace us. Dr. Ellen Shaw, Assembly Environmental Adaptation Research.
So that gives us Fertile Plains sector level, so it's a colony upgrade. It's +1 level to all research on food sectors in Fertile Plains. Plains navigation, so any unit that has amphibious or land movement gains faster movement in Fertile Plains, basically. And we get hydroponic farms, which gives us an additional 1 food per person in our colony for each Fertile Plain within its domain. Excellent. So let's select a new research. Colonist care, what does that give us? Friendly units within this colony's domain regenerate 18 vitality per turn. That's nice. +3 influence income to your HQ colony. A colony gains 2 happiness slots and 2 happiness income. That's actually useful. So let's go ahead and grab that one. Industrial exploitation is done. So does this mean we've got other stuff that we need to build? Probably does. Engineering guild. We've got industrial exploitation, so we can build these. Production core, skirmisher, and specialist units. Colony structures. Units are probably something that we're more likely to build, so let's go ahead and do that. Confirm movement. This is... where are you heading to? You're joining up with this army here. That's our new hero that we got. We are still short a unit here. Can we build anything here that we can add to this unit? What does this army already have in? So we've got a couple of frenzied. Yeah, I think we need a hidden in there. So let's put in a gifted hidden. And then we've got these guys. This is a full army, but they are currently recovering health. This is a full army that doesn't have particularly great units, but we were going to check out what the dwarves have around. So the dwarves have claimed this sector as well. However, there's nobody here defending it. We can't get to it on that turn. We have now captured this. This is now ours. You have taken a little bit of a hit. But it would still be nice to see if we could potentially... why are we seeing red markers here? So there are some dwarf armies here. We'll stay there. They might come in and try and attack us. They're coming in via the ocean, actually, so we do have to be a little bit careful. You guys are mainly going to deal with the spacers. You're waiting on this Transcended that is coming in, so you can just sit around for now. We need to set a production here. This is our new city. Let's go ahead and start by... I don't think we need the recreational dome, actually. Let's go ahead and get the central... Actually, what do we have in here to exploit? Energy. So let's go ahead and get the central reactor core. Not energy, sorry, production. So it is the right building. We'll hit end turn because there's really not too much else we can do on that turn. We're just kind of waiting for armies to get into best positions. I would like, if possible, to get rid of the dwarf's domains to the south. Make it easier for me to sort of head in that direction. We do now have our new Transcended. Is it a Transcended? Transcendent. You're going to go and move up and join that army up there. We can now grab another... Okay, let's do all these things. We've sorted you out. So, do we want to build something new here? More production. Unlocks units, the barrager. Yeah, the barrager. Let's go ahead and do that. Confirm movement. You're going to go ahead and take this. Now, there are still defences here, because there is militia. Even when there's no army there, you are still essentially fighting against the militia. So we will go in and manual combat that. And they do have orbital defense uplink. The battlefield is bombarded every 3 turns, dealing 16 kinetic damage to 3 random enemy units, causing stagger. Oh, he's only got a few units. We might be able to burst them down quickly enough. Okay, he's mainly hunkering down, so that's not too bad. Unfortunately, most of my units don't have a lot of range on them, which is problematic. We do have our hero. Let's move him up. And can we hit with caustic smoke? Yes, we can get 2 of them. So, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does take their armor down. That's not actually my hero, is it? That's just a random flying unit. Okay, let's go ahead and put you into cover. And then we can get you to take a shot at something. Apparently both of these units are out of range. Regenerative light. Can't get you to do much else. Nobody else is close enough. And then we just need to start moving in with some of these melee things. We will probably take losses. It's usually the way these things go. Really don't want to be next to anything that explodes, but I wonder if the AI is actually smart enough to fire at that stuff. Let's turn you and face the right direction. We do have a flyer. Again, he doesn't really have the range to do anything. But we'll have him facing in the right direction and we'll get him hunkered. And then we've got this flying unit as well, which is a melee unit. If we move you to here, actually, you might have enough range to get a gunk shot in. No, it's very, very low range. Okay, unfortunate. We'll just go ahead and hunker down. That's all we can do on this turn. So he's going to move in closer with some of these units. That's concussion. So I think that actually stops, uses all of our movement points, essentially. Now you're firing at our air units, which are all grouped close together. Obviously my fault. Okay, it's not as massive amount of damage as I was expecting. You got a crit in there. That was unfortunate.
Operations ready.
Okay, so you guys are just going to go and attack these. Now there is Overwatch on these things, so we will potentially take damage back. But we do a decent amount of damage to them. Now we may well end up losing this thing. Can't even kill it with a swoop. Possibly kill this thing. I mean, I'm probably going to lose this bird, this flying thing anyway, because its health is already so low. But that is fine. This is definitely something that needs taking out. Ambush leap. Can't reach it. Let's just go and do as much damage to it as possible. This concussion ability that it has is quite nasty, so if we can rid it of the ability to do that. Okay, can't reach the unit with you. What about you? You only got a 40% chance to hit. I'll move you here. 45. Let's take it. Oh, we missed with both shots. You can't reach it, but if I move you to here... 95% chance to hit with the gunk shot. Ah, it's got just a sliver of its health left. Can we fire off a heal anywhere? We'll grab a healing surge, actually. And we'll put it on this. So give it some health back. And that's all that we can do. There's that random strike thing. Well, we didn't lose anything there. You're firing at my air unit.
Enemy kill.
But you actually took Overwatch damage from the pustule things that were next to you. Okay, there's my flyer gone. Really dislike the AoE stuff, but at least they only get a single shot. You've used some sort of knockback. Okay, pretty certain we can finish you off.
Enemy down.
Okay, there's one unit down. So they only have 2 units remaining. You have no line of sight on anything. 80% chance per hit to kill that.
Enemy destroyed.
Excellent. Okay, this is working out well. Only going to get 1 hit on there with you. And you can take 3 hits, possibly. Okay, what if we move you to here? Still out of range. Yep, just going to have to move closer if we want to be able to hit with you later. Our hero might be able to get close enough to hit there. Nope, still out of range. Doesn't have a particularly long range, but nope, that was a miss. And what else do we have? I think everything we have has moved, so we'll just end the turn. So what's he going to go for? He's going to actually attack the unit standing right next to him. That's fine. Does very little damage. We get 3 attacks in here. Staggered them in the first hit, so they can't counter. And then we should just be able to finish them off with an air unit. And we get a crit and the kill.
Enemy annihilated. The enemies of the hive have been defeated.
So we did lose that flying unit, but it's not a great unit anyway, to be fair. And we've met somebody else. This is a Syndicate person. He's actually at war with the dwarves and the Amazons. It looks like this guy likes to be at war with a lot of people. Wonder where he is. He's down here. So he's to the south. Maybe we should have left the dwarves kind of in place. And what have we got here? This is a decent-ish army. What were we doing with you? You're at full health. Start grabbing these places, actually. It would be nice to grab this industrial plant. Let's start moving up here and get ready to go and grab this. They do have some units in there, so we'll probably want to hit it with both armies, but we can definitely do that. You are going to move in a little, and hopefully the Transcendent can reach you as well, but just stay put for now. So they have backed off a little with that unit. Not too sure what they were thinking about doing. I certainly don't want to go in and attack because they've got a combined power of around 1500, which is considerably more than mine with this army. So I think we just sort of hang back and don't really do anything. We could, of course, have a look around and see if they have other armies around, see if we can potentially grab one of their other bases. So this has a militia power of 800 and an army power of 315, so it's still a little bit much. So you guys can stay here and recover up some. We will need to get a new unit for you. You lost a flying unit, but you don't really have much in the way of range. So let's go and get you a... Oh, we've only got the frenzied in there. What would we need to get you a hidden? Hidden. We need a skirmisher barracks. Okay, so we'll queue that up. We have production to set for you as well. Let's go and get the specialist training center. It's a single turn. We can annex a sector. We know about that. We're going to try and grab this one, but we can't get it just yet. So hopefully we'll get that on the next turn. Take that from the spacers. So what have we got here? Ah, we've been complimented by the Amazons. Great. Growth faction wants us to slay some random units. All the way over there near the dwarfs. That's a little bit of a pain. Can we reach that easily? It's just a marauder army. It's quite a lot of health even for a marauder army. We're definitely just going to sit there for now. Oh, you're moving in over here. My army's still there. You're actually moving in with quite a few armies there. That's potentially problematic. Let's go ahead and...
Operations available for priming.
Well, they'll be able to attack me on the next turn, so there's really no point using an operation. Okay, we'll worry about that later. This army's going to move in over here. This army's going to move in here. If the Transcendent can reach it, which it can, we'll join up. And we will take this fight. I'm just going to auto-resolve this, actually, because there's a massive power difference there. So let's just auto-combat that. We didn't lose a single unit, so that is great. Got another Inferno launcher. We'll take those rewards. And, yeah, while we're here, we will annex that sector. And this army I'm going to start to move south because I think we need a little bit of help with the dwarfs, potentially. Yeah, that's as far as you can move. This army's just going to have to stay put. I think we're going to end up being attacked by two armies very, very shortly. You stay put for now as well. We've got a production to set down here. Now, we're probably going to be losing an army. But I'm not sure that's worth building any additional units for. But let's get another... I'm almost tempted to upgrade my hidden to a new variant. There is a button for this. Unit Template Manager. So we can get a gifted hidden and modify it. And what else could we give them? Adaptive Carapace gives them more armor. Not all that useful. Accelerated healing. Psionic attacks from this unit leave a debuff on their target, making them 20% easier to hit. What is their normal attack? It is a Psi Rifle. So that would actually be very useful. Mantra of Clarity. I'm not sure they need the Xenoplague healing. Focus Flames. Psionic attacks are empowered with Flame. %10 increased damage on all abilities. Sure, let's have both of those. That's going to be expensive. Modify equivalent units. We can afford to do that. This is going to be an Inferno Monk. Confirm. Set our production queue. So let's go ahead and produce one of these guys. Got a production over here. I think this one's going to be working on infrastructure for the time being. Hydroponic farms, instant production. So let's go for the elite military factory. And yeah, we've got a happiness event. And that is the end of the turn. I realise that we are slightly under the 20-minute mark, but I am going to end the video here just because I have the feeling that this Battle down here is going to start soon, and that may be quite a long battle, so I'd prefer to start the next video with that one. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Age of Wonders Planetfall. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.